internet sucks. My internet sucks here at my house, yo. Give me a second, guys. He's gonna take care of something quick. Man, it just glitched me out for nothing. Piece of crap, dude. Damn, bro. Yo, my bad, everyone. What's up, Apple Ricky? What's up? You came just in time because my other stream glitched out. My other stream glitched out, so I had to restart another one. What's up, Apple Ricky? How you doing, though? How you doing? How you doing? Keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up and get it up to 16 where we had it before my freaking dumbass internet started fucking up. Oh, man, I started cussing already. X11X says, hi, it's my birthday. Can you say happy birthday? I'm 10. What's up? X11X, happy birthday. Happy birthday, X11X. Enjoy your birthday. Your birthday falls on Easter. That's crazy. This year it fell on Easter. But happy birthday, X11X. And if you're a horror fan, please like and subscribe to the channel, X11X. If you're into movies and all that, subscribe to the channel here. We do weekly live streams here on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. to 7 and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 7 as well. Apple Ricky says, what's up, dude? Happy Easter. Nothing much, Apple Ricky. Just chilling right now. Just chilling. My original, I was already live like maybe 10 minutes ago. And my stream started glitching because I don't know, they're working on the power lines nearby in my neighborhood. And, you know, I had to restart the live, which sucks because I had already fixed up my live stream with the whole description and everything. You know, that sucks. I hate it when that happens, but I guess this one's gonna work better from what it looks like. X11X says, I will. Awesome, X11X. Awesome. Hey, look, Elon Musk's son is on here. X. X. Shut up. Be quiet. X11X. Awesome. Glad to have you guys here. You look cool. Thank you so much, X11X. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. What are you up to, Alex11X? What's everyone up to today? How are y'all spending your Easter Sunday? Let me know in the chat. How are y'all spending your Easter Sunday? How are y'all spending your Easter Sunday? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know. 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 What else are you guys doing? What are y'all watching, you know? What are you eating, you know? X11X says, good. I'm having a pretty good Easter, too. Just got mad that my live stream started glitching out. I hate it when that happens. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Hell yeah, let's keep smashing thumbs up right there, guys, please. Let's get it back up to 16 where we had it. Please, guys, please. And whoever's new here, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club, Horror Sundayz, episode 17. My name is Frank. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the thumbs up. All that good stuff, you know, all that YouTube stuff. All that YouTube stuff. Oh, Apple Ricky, guess what I ordered? I ordered yesterday, I think like 2-3 days ago, I ordered the Michael Myers clown mask. I ordered the Michael Myers clown mask. Come on, guys, sub. Apple Ricky says, I was dirt biking with my younger brother. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. You know how to ride the dirt bike? That's cool if you do. That's pretty tight. That is pretty cool if you do. That is pretty cool if you do, Apple Ricky. Oh, man. Oh, I think this one doesn't have the internet, though. That's why. There you go. Ellie the Excellent says, hello. What's up, Ellie the Excellent? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to another weekly episode of Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today's Horror Sundayz, episode 17, plus the Easter live stream. Plus the Easter live stream today as well. Hell yeah. How you doing today, Ellie? How are you doing? What are you up to? What are you doing today? X11X says, yo, Apple Ricky says, hold on, I'll be back. I'm going to get a drink. Go for it. Do your thing. Ellie the Excellent says, I was at New York with my husband. Awesome, Ellie, awesome. Did you have a good time? What did you see there? Did you have a good time? What did you see there? Did you see any national landmarks? Wow, really? Message deleted. Rodawave Big Mac says, goon in the water, daddy. Goon in the water. That sounds pretty funny. Ellie the Excellent says, someone says something weird in your chat. Oh, yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Goon in the water. Like smoke in the water. Bro, I miss XXX. Do you? Oh, the rapper? He was all right. My little brother was a fan. Oh, the rapper? He was all right. My little brother was a fan. He was all right. He was like, whatever. I had nothing against them. Apple Ricky says, awesome, dude. Yeah, I ordered the clown mask, the Trick or Treat Studios clown mask. They're kind of like, I don't know, bro. It's crazy because I was looking through the Trick or Treat Studios catalog, and they don't have it on their site anymore. So I decided to buy it before they stop making them, because Trick or Treat Studios eventually stops making stuff. Like they stopped producing the Trick or Treat Studios Chucky doll and all that stuff. So I had to grab the clown mask, the young Michael Myers Rob Zombie Halloween clown mask before it disappears. Yeah, let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. We're almost there. Let's get it up to 20. Apple Ricky says, "Yep, Mike. Yep, young Michael sure does. I am Dig after all. I am right. Yep, you are. You are." X11X says, "Me too." Yeah, me. Yeah, he was a cool rapper, bro. He was cool. My little brother liked him a lot. Ellie the Excellent says, "I had fun. Awesome, Ellie. I saw some friends. That's sick. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. How's everyone spending their Easter today? Let me know in the chat right there. How's everyone spending their Easter Sunday today? How's everyone spending their Easter Sunday? Let me know right here in the chat, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I want to know what y'all are up to. I'm here drinking a squirt. I'm drinking a squirt. Oh, look, finally my TV's working after like, I don't know how long. X11X says, bro, that room is so cool. Oh, you like my room, bro? Yeah, I love my room too, bro. I love my room as well. I love my room. I have a lot of cool stuff. I got a lot of shit up in the closet too. Look, you guys see that closet? Oh, you guys saw my Jason costume. But look, that closet up, it's full of masks. That closet up there is full of masks. Pure Michael Myers masks. But yeah. Amira says, hi, what's up, Amira? How you doing? How you doing, Amira? Glad to see you here on another live stream, another Sundayz. Today is episode 17 plus the Easter live stream. Hell yeah. How you spending your day, Amira? Let us know in the chat. What are you doing? What are you up to? What are you... What's up right there? The Who chicks, aren't those the girls that live in that little Whoville or whatever it's called, that town? X11X says, I see it. Awesome. Amira says, I'm bored. Can you suggest me a nice, interesting, non-bloody? All right, watch The Sandlot. You want an interesting, non-bloody movie, Amira? Watch The Sandlot from 1990. I don't know. I think 93 or something like that. Ellie the Excellent says, bye, guys. Take care, Ellie. Take care. You're leaving already? You're leaving us so soon, Ellie? Pain 12 says, hello. What's up, Pain 12? How you doing? How you doing, Pain 12? If you're a horror fan, please like and subscribe to the channel. X11X says, bye. All right, X11X. Take care. Please like and subscribe, X11X. Amira says, what? I said watch The Sandlot. If you wanna watch a non-bloody horror movie, or what did you say? Hold on. Yeah, non-bloody movie. The Sandlot. Watch The Sandlot. Paint 12 says, Os Welch Land comes duh. Paint 12 says, Ach come. I can't read that, man. I can't read that. My bad. My bad. Yeah, but Ellie, watch The Sandlot. Like I said, watch The Sandlot. If you want a non-bloody horror movie, watch The Sandlot. X11X says, no, I'm not leaving. Oh, I thought you were leaving already. Oh, you were saying bye to Ellie. You were saying bye to Ellie. All right, cool. Pain 12 says, I'm from Germany. I kind of figured by the words. They sounded really, when I was trying to pronounce them, they sounded really like thick, you know, like it almost felt like German to me, but I couldn't really pinpoint it. Amira says, my English is in danger. Please write me the name of the movie. You want me to write the name of the movie? Uh-oh. You want me to write the name of the movie? Hold on, Amira, give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. Amira. Paint 12 says, I don't speak much English. Awesome, bro. No worries. Paint 12, no worries. As long as you're a horror movie fan, that's all that matters. As long as you are a horror movie fan, that's all that matters. Hold on, Amira. Give me a second. Yeah, my internet's not working. Write it in live. Hold on, wait up. I'll just use a pencil or something. Let's see. Quiet, guys. All right, Amira, here it is. The Sandlot. The Sandlot. S-A-N-D L-O-T. Yeah, lot. The Sandlot. The Sandlot right here. Amira says, write it live. Pain 12 says, I give you a like. Thank you so much, Pain 12. Thank you so much, bro. You don't know how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Pain 12. It really helps us out a lot. X11X says, believe me or not, I know how to do a backflip. That's awesome. That's awesome. I believe you, man. I believe you, little man. I believe you, bro. You said you're 11, right? Yeah, I believe you, man. I used to know some guy, some Hawaiian dude, like when I was like 14 or around there, 13, he used to do backflips off the tables, lunch tables. I could do a backflip, but on a skateboard. No, I can't jump and do a whole backflip. Like I could do a backflip, but on a skateboard. Apple Ricky says Whoville is gonna sue me because I broke into Whoville. I shit in a bag and put it on Mayor's doorstep. He stepped on it and he was barefoot. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Thank you so much for the hearts right there, y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Amira says thanks. Paint 12 says I'm sub, bro. I am son, bro. Or do you mean I am subbed, bro? If you are, thank you so much, Paint 12. Paint 12 says gut nacht bis zum nächsten Mal. It does kind of like even though I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, it still has that like German kind of feel, those words. Amira says thank you, Amira. Hearts, thank you, Amira. X11X says no, 10. X11X says yo, sick. Guillermo Leo says cut your hair, you look different. Yes, I did cut my hair. I look different. Yeah, I do look different because my sides were longer. I got a kind of like a little like fade or taper in the back or whatever you call it. It's getting hot as hell here in LA, so I needed a haircut, bro. I used to rock long hair back like 13, 14 years ago, but that's not really my thing anymore. But hell yeah, man. How's everyone spending their Easter Sunday, y'all? What are y'all doing? Apple Ricky says, I think Santa shit in my stocking. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, Apple Ricky. That is some funny shit. That is some funny shit. I want to show the masks more. Gotta show the masks. Look at that. Look at that. X11X says, do you play video games? Yeah, I sometimes do with my brother. We mostly play GTA 5 or whatever. We're waiting on GTA 6. I have a PS5 right here as well. But my brother's the one that mostly plays. He's the gamer here. I play sometimes when I'm bored and I don't got anything going on, so I'll just probably play something. My brother also plays Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff, you know. I still need to raise up some money for the games I want to get, but I haven't had the chance because I've been making fan films and stuff like that lately, a lot. So it's gonna be a while before I get the games I want to get. Yeah, Apple Ricky says the Grinch kicked my tree over, and he shit in my stocking and wiped shit on my walls. That's fucking crazy. That's some nasty shit. That's nasty. That's nasty. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, y'all. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20, y'all. My internet was messing up today, so damn. The original live stream I had going on was probably going to do better than this one, but damn, dude. X11X says, is that your brother? Yes, that is my brother. Wow, you could tell we look alike, huh? We look alike. X11, yeah, that's my brother, though. That's my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother right there, guys. That's my brother. That's my brother. What did everyone do for Easter today? X11X says sub. X11X says okay. Yes, please sub everyone. Anyone that's new here. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're a horror movie fan. Marta Mendez says amigo en la máscara. What? Who retracted the message? Who retracted the message? I wanted to read that. Damn it. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so what's everyone doing for Easter today? What did everyone do today? You think there should be an Easter horror movie? I think maybe next Easter I'm going to make an original Easter slasher movie. Apple Ricky, you think I should make an original Easter slasher movie next year? Apple Ricky says, I rode dirt bikes. Apple Ricky, yeah, that's awesome, Apple Ricky. That's cool as hell. X11X says, yo, can you mod me? You want to be a moderator? Sure, yeah. I'm low on moderators. I used to have a bunch of them. There you go, X11X. You're a standard moderator now. You're a standard moderator now, X11X. So whenever I go live and other moderators aren't here, and you're the one here, you have to kick out people that are not talking movie-related stuff or are just trolling and stuff, you know? So that's the moderator's job. You see how Apple Ricky's quick on it? Anything she sees that's not horror-related or trolling, she's on it. She right away deletes it. So that's your job now. X11X. So whenever I don't have another moderator here and it's only you with me, you got to be quick to take out people who are not on topic on the chat right here. Apple Ricky says the Grinch said his shit is not green. It's red because he has hemorrhoids. Oh, that shit's nasty. That shit must hurt too. X11X says thank you. Amira says I didn't find the movie. You should find it. It's a freaking classic movie. Wait. Amira says the toldness. No, the Sandlot. The Sandlot. The Sandlot. The Sandlot. THESANDLOT. The Sandlot. Apple Ricky says, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yep, she is. X11X says, got it. Awesome. Rogue One says, what's up, my people? What's up, Rogue One? How you doing? How are you doing? Hey, out of all the days, Rogue One's live, but Luke Skywalker's not here today. He said he was going to be at some family thing. But Rogue One's here. I wanted Rogue One and Luke Skywalker to meet. But yeah, Rogue One, how you doing, bro? Please smash the thumbs up right there. Yeah, man? Get us up to 20, please, or 18. Get us up to 18. And welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club, Horror Sundayz, episode 17, Easter live stream. Hell yeah, man. What were you up to today, Rogue One? What did you do today, bro? Let us know. Let us know, Rogue One. What did you do today? How are you spending your day? No, don't worry. Don't worry, Amira. I'll show it to you on the internet. My internet's working now. It just showed. Here we go again. This freaking internet sucks here, dude. It works a second and then it doesn't. That's dumb as hell. Right here, though, Amira, check it out. The Sandlot. Gumball Watterson says, I'm 10. Awesome, Gumball Watterson. It don't matter. As long as you're a horror movie fan, like and subscribe to the channel, man. So, Gumball Watterson. So, if you're into horror movies like Michael Myers, all this, Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, like and subscribe to the channel, please. Today is Horror Sundayz, episode 17, Easter live stream. Apple Ricky says, on TikTok Live, I was watching someone dress as the Grinch. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of people do Grinch cosplay. X11X says, and I'm sorry if I'm late. I need to go to school. It's okay, man. No worries. No worries. And Mira, here you go. This is how you spell it. The Sandlot. THESANDLOT. The Sandlot. Amira, you paying attention? Maybe you should write it down. See, look. THESANDLOT. The Sandlot. The Sandlot. The Sandlot. Hell yeah, guys. Today's the Easter live stream. But yeah, today got me thinking that I might want to do like my own Easter slasher movie next year, man. I haven't really seen any Easter slashers yet. We've seen Thanksgiving. We've seen what else? We've seen pretty much everything. Killer Dolls, but we never really seen like an Easter like slasher movie. I would like to make like an Easter slasher movie, where there's someone dressed up as the Easter bunny, you know, and is running around killing people and stuff. Imagine blood splattering on the white Easter bunny suit. That'll be awesome. Amira says, not a horror movie. It's not a horror movie. Amira, The Sandlot is not a horror movie. It's more like comedy. Yeah, it's like comedy most. It's more like comedy. And there is some kind of like drama in there between the characters, but it's more comedy. It's a comedy set in the 50s about some kids that play baseball, but I'm not going to spoil it that much. Amira, what is Sandy Stadium, Amira? What is Sandy Stadium? Apple Ricky says he was pretty funny. He said he was Cindy Lou. Oh, yeah, the little girl who Sugar... who I can't say the full word, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say it either, Apple Ricky. That's cool, though. That's cool. X11X says, yeah. Amira says, okay, thanks. Yeah. No problem, no problem, no problem, guys. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up right there, guys. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up right there. My live stream, like I said, got screwed over today. And then when I finish with this one, I still gotta go do the whole description and stuff. I hate it when that happens. X11X is, bro, It is so scary. Yeah, it is cool. I like the old it more though. The old school it from the '90s or early '90s or late, yeah, early '90s. The old school it, Tim Curry. The new one is cool too. The I like the first one, the first It movie that came out, the remake or whatever that came out a few years back. That first one was all right. Apple Ricky says cha 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 cha. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go do something quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Wicked Milk says, "What's up? What's up, Wicked Milk? How you doing? How you doing, Wicked Milk? How are you spending your Easter Sunday, bro? Welcome to another live stream. Horror Sundays here, episode 17 here at Hollywood Horror Film Club. Easter live stream. Wicked Milk, let us know how you're spending your Easter Sunday here on the channel, bro. Let us know in the chat. What are you doing? What are you watching? What are you eating? Are you with family? You know, let us know. Apple Ricky official says, what's a side chick? A secret girlfriend, pretty much. Guillermo Leo says, people started to recognize you in public here. Are you that horror guy? There was like only 2 times that happened. It happened at the nightclub that I used to go to in Hollywood. And it happened, at another nightclub, and that's about it, though. And it makes sense, though, why it would happen at the nightclub, because at the nightclub I used to hang out at, there was nothing but, like, gothic, punk rock, people, So a lot of those people are into horror themselves, So a lot of them would watch me on YouTube as well. And then there was another girl, I think, that recognized me at the dancing nightclub one time. That's about it, though. Nothing too significant or special, It's only happened twice, but nothing too crazy. Like I'd be more shocked if someone recognized me like at a mall, That'll be more like, oh, okay, cool, more people are watching me. But at a nightclub, like and especially at a nightclub where it's like mostly people who are into horror, so it's nothing. I didn't really take it anything special, Like I said though, someone recognized me like at the mall or walking around somewhere like that, then I'd be like, oh shit, but it's like whatever. I do this for fun, not for fame. But yeah, Guillermo Leo, if you're new here on the channel, please like and subscribe, bro. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club, Horror Sundays, episode 17, horror live stream, Easter live stream today. Please smash the thumbs up right there, yeah? Guillermo Leo, get us up to 21, please, bro, so more people can see this live stream. X11X says, bro, this guy is so cool and drippy. Thanks a lot, X11X. Wicked Milk says, chilling, watching you while killing some Titans in sick game. Thanks a lot, Wicked Milk. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that so much, bro, for joining me here. You guys could be anywhere on YouTube, and y'all are here with me. I appreciate that so much. Hell yeah. Wicked Milk says, nightclub, bro. Nah, you got to show us some dance moves. I got some cheesy dance moves, bro. They're funny. They're funny. I haven't gone in a while, though. I haven't gone out to the night. Oh, actually, I went out last Saturday, though. I did go out to the night. I went out to the nightclub last Saturday for the first time in like 7 months. I want to go see a rock and roll concert first. I mean, a punk rock concert. And then after that, we hit a nightclub, with all the goth chicks and shit. It was cool. It was cool. I want to go out more again. Guillermo Leo says, that's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool, bro. It's pretty cool. But like I said, I'd be more impressed if someone recognized me like on the street or something better, That'd be more impressive. Apple Ricky says, bro, will you definitely, bro, I would definitely recognize you if I saw you. I mean, well, yeah, you guys, yeah, people who watch me all the time are going to recognize me like right away, Recognize me right away, obviously, But yeah, that'll be cool. Apple Ricky says, will you recognize me? Of course. You have your picture. Come on, Apple Ricky, of course. You have your picture on your profile. Of course I would recognize you. And plus, you kind of look like young Michael Myers. That can't go over me, you know. X11X says, bro, you have to watch the Minecraft movie. I heard that it's pretty good, bro. I heard that it's pretty fun to watch. I haven't gotten the chance because I'm not gonna lie. I've been saving my money to go watch Star Wars Episode 3. It's coming out this week. I think this Tuesday or Wednesday is no, Wednesday is gonna start playing at AMC theaters. The re-release, the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. So I've been saving my money for that, you know. But I'll catch the Minecraft movie too as well. Let's see how much time I have after the Star Wars movie and shit. Because I still got to go to the mall and pick some stuff up for my new fan film that I'm gonna be working on. Then I got to go get paint also for the costumes for the new fan film I'm working on. So I'll see what's up. I'll see if I can catch it. I'll see if I can catch the Minecraft movie. But yeah, I heard that shit's fun to watch. So I heard it's funny as hell. I heard it is funny. Don't spoil it though, guys. Don't spoil it because I haven't seen it at all. I haven't seen any clips or anything. The most I've seen from it is that meme where Jack Black, the chicken jockey. That's the most I've seen. So don't spoil the movie. Don't spoil the movie. And yeah, I'll watch it too because Emma Myers is pretty cute as well. So I'll watch it because of that too. Wicked Milk says punk rock. I fuck with punk rock and trap metal. Awesome, Wicked Milk. Hell yeah, bro. I love punk rock. I love punk rock. I like rap music too, but I mostly like old like 90s rap, you know? I'm more a big fan of like Tupac, Biggie, NWA, Wu-Tang, all that stuff. Old school stuff, you know? But I like rock. I like rock and rap, bro. You know, look at my shirt, Joy Division. If anyone has ever seen this shirt or heard of this band, Joy Division. These shirts are just as prevalent as Nirvana shirts. But hell yeah, Wicked Milk. That's awesome to know, bro, that you mess around with the same music I like too. Hell yeah. Hey, Wicked Milk, you play any instruments? Wicked Milk, let me know in the chat if you play any instruments, bro. Let me know. Apple Ricky says, if you saw me in a mall, what would you do? Well, I'll probably say hi, like, hello, Apple, you know, or something like that, you know? Say hi to the fans and stuff, you know? Guillermo Leo says, I was here during the Cujo says, suggested you remake Christine in the Hood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, never mind, Guillermo, never mind. My bad, bro, my bad. My bad. It's because a lot of people come in and out, you know? Some people don't show up for months and then show up again after like 6 months, and then I won't remember them, you know, because I haven't seen them here in the chat in a while. But my bad, Guillermo, my bad. I remember you now, bro. Yeah, we were talking about Cujo. And then I was saying that there's going to be a new Cujo movie, but for Netflix. Which, I mean, it should kind of like already worry people. I suggested you remake Christine in the Hood. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Christine. It'll be some kind of an El Camino or a lowrider. Well, Christine was kind of on par with the lowrider, too. It's a classic car. It just wasn't all souped up like lowriders. X11X says, okay. Yeah, bro, don't spoil it for me, man. Chicken Jockey. Yeah, X11X, don't spoil it, bro. Chicken Jockey. That's all I've seen. You know? So, like, I've seen no footage at all from the movie. I've seen not even a scene, not a full scene, nothing, you know? So I don't want to get it spoiled because when I watch it, I want to be laughing, you know? I want to be laughing. But yeah. Guillermo Leo says it's cool. Yeah, bro, my bad, Guillermo. Wicked Milk says guitar and drums. Damn, Wicked Milk, that's badass, bro. Like, for some reason, before knowing this, when I would talk to you, I could kind of already, like, feel like this magnetic feel that you might be into music, too, you know? Like, a musician knows another musician, you know? I play guitar, drums, bass. I play it all, bro. I used to play piano when I was a kid, but I kind of forgot though. Like, I got more used to guitar. Like, I don't know, I'm just horrible with the keys now. I used to have a piano teacher back in elementary. But yeah, like I don't know. It's like, I don't know, for me, piano was kind of boring just sitting, you know. I like playing guitar, being standing up and jumping around. Yeah, but I play all the instruments myself. I do vocals too as well. We also last Thursday, Wicked Milk last Thursday, I was in the studio with my new band. I have a new band now. Well, it's my brother's still my drummer like always, but we have a new vocalist, and it's a new band name, you know. But yeah, we were recording the opening theme song for the clown. We were recording the opening song for my new clown movie, premiering May 9th here on the channel. Also, the final trailer for the clown premieres this Thursday. this Thursday at 10:30 a.m. West Coast time here on the channel. So it'll be uploaded in the morning. So yeah, it'll be up all day. So if you're at school and miss it, watch it once you're out. Guillermo Leo says cool. X11 says chicken jockey. X11X says everyone sub please. Yes guys, sub to Hollywood Horror Film Club. Smash the thumbs up, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 21. Come on, guys. Let's get it up to 21 so more people can join us here on this live stream, please. Please. Apple Ricky says, fuck you. What did you say, son? I said, fuck you. Me grabs him by bag. Grab it. Yeah, he's like, grab your bag. And then he takes him to the freaking office. That's funny how he hauls Michael off. It's funny to me, though, how the principal didn't get the other. Oh, yeah, they actually did get in trouble. Yeah. In the beginning, I thought they didn't get in trouble, the bullies. But if you watch Halloween 2007, when the Spy Kids bullies coming out of the school, he says that they got suspended or got detention or something, you know? And that's why they said, oh, when we see that Myers, you know what? He's dead. Yeah, so they did get in trouble as well. And Wicked Milk says, hell yeah, guitar gives that adrenaline. You know what? Yeah, dude. Yeah, the guitar, yeah, it's crazy. When you're playing on stage, it feels weird, right? It's all this energy and stuff in your body. It's so crazy. You feel the electricity of the music in you. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Guitar's awesome. That's why I couldn't do piano for too long, bro, because you're just there sitting. Like, yeah, you can get crazy on piano, like, but I don't know. Guitar's funner. More fun. Apple Ricky says, did my hair look right when I did the F you? Yep. Hell yeah, it did. You had to have it kind of like only like half the hair going down your face, and then the other half like kind of tucked behind the ear. But yeah, it looked good. It looked good. Hell yeah, man. Freaking thirsty today. So yeah, like I said, guys, the final trailer for The Clown drops this Thursday. This Thursday, the final trailer for my original fan film, The Clown, drops this Thursday. So guys, if you haven't smashed the thumbs up on the trailer for The Clown, please go do it. Please go do it. So when the trailer goes up, more people see it, so more people can watch our movie, you know? Wicked Milk says, not gonna lie, but Ricky, you do a solid young Michael Myers for real. I told you, right? She looks straight up like Michael Myers. Straight up like young Rob Zombie's Halloween Michael Myers. I'm so glad I bought the clown mask, bro. Ah, man, but fuck, I was hoping to do a Myers Monday video tomorrow for Myers Monday for the channel, but man, I didn't get the mask in time. It says I won't get it until the 28th, so I'm gonna have to look around through my freaking closet of Michael Myers masks and probably do a re-review on a video that didn't do as well. Or look for something that I haven't reviewed up there yet. I think I've reviewed almost all my masks. So I think I might start doing re-reviews on masks on videos of masks that didn't do so well. So I'll see what's up. I'll see what's up tomorrow. I'll see what's up. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 21. That's hot as hell. Damn it, dude. X11X says, bro, did you see when Jack Black said the need hit? Nah, I haven't seen it all, bro. I haven't seen the Minecraft movie. Like I said, I've only seen that little clip of the chicken jockey clip. And that's it. So don't spoil the movie, X11X. Apple Ricky says, I look like Dig, and he said that's cool that I will play him. Awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait, though. Hopefully you do get to play him. Hopefully you do, because I'm buying props for that movie. I even have masks made. I just need to get the young Michael Myers costume, which is crazy that Tots doesn't have it. It's just wild to me. Like, they're able to recreate the one from 78 when Michael's a little kid, which is older than the 2000. Oh, actually, you know what? I heard, no, and realistically though, the costume for Michael Myers in Halloween 2007 actually was from like the 1960s. So they bought the costume and the clown mask, and they made replicas of them for the movie. But yeah, that's crazy to me though that Tots doesn't have that. They don't have the clown costume. I wish they did, bro. I wish they had that clown costume because if not, I think we might have to buy one off of Etsy or I know a guy on Instagram that made one, that made himself one. He's probably gonna charge me though for sure, for sure. But we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. 8X11X says sub, please, yes, and keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on, let's get it up to 21, guys. Let's get it up to 21. Come on, guys, let's get it up to 21 so more people could join us here on the live stream, please. Let's get it up to 21, please, guys. Please, please. Wicked Milk says, do you think they're going to do a flashback scene in Scream 7 like Halloween Kills did? Probably, bro. I've been hearing that a lot. They probably will. They should, bro. They should do a flashback. Since I was, dude, okay, look. Since Scream 4 came out, I've always wondered how Billy and Stu killed Maureen. But since Scream 4 came out, it made me even more curious because by the time Scream 4 came out, I was like, I bet the next Scream movie is probably going to be a remake, you know? I bet we're probably going to see the Scream remake after Scream 4. That's what I honestly thought. When Scream 4 came out, I thought that we were finally going to get the remake after 4, you know, the Scream remake. But we didn't. We didn't. So, like, during that time, I was always wondering, like, bro, how did these fools kill Maureen, you know? How did these fools do it, you know? How did these fools go about it? And now I think it's finally happening because I think that dude's craving something scary beyond the mask. They've been talking about that. There might be a flashback scene in Halloween in Scream 7. And that it's probably going to be the flashback to Maureen's death, you know? And it's going to be interesting to see if they do that. If they do that, how they're going to DH Billy, or are they going to get actors that look close enough to Billy and Stu, you know, when they were younger? You know, are we going to see the original Gen 1 Ghostface mask, you know? Are we going to see the original Ghostface costume, you know, the one Billy and Stu wore? The shredded one, because in later Scream movies, the costume wasn't all shredded from the edges like in the first movie. The first Ghostface costume looked more like a witch, because the bottom of the costume was all shredded, the drapes were all shredded. So yeah, I'm curious to see if we're gonna see all that if they do decide to do a flashback scene in the style of Halloween Kills, because Halloween Kills went above and beyond. They even recreated the freaking Myers house, the costumes, the 78 cop costumes, the Michael Myers mask, you know, the 78 mask. So if Scream 7 does do that, are we going to see all that OG classic stuff we're familiar with, you know, that makes us feel like we're in that first movie again, you know? So, you know, only time will tell. But yeah. Apple Ricky says, did the faces perfect? I did the faces perfect. I did the face when he was looking at Ronnie. Yeah. Also, the one I think you sent me one where you're looking into the side, like when he's looking, when he's like in the locker. X11X says, bro, watch the Scream movie. We're talking about Scream 7. We're theorizing here. Apple Ricky says, I would love to meet Dag, I'm like his twin. That'll be cool. You should look when he's going to be at another convention. X11X says, it was so scary. Yeah, the first Scream was probably the best one. Dominic St. Clair, do you have a haircut? Yes, Dominic, yes. I got a haircut like a few days ago. I got like a taper, like a fade, whatever you want to call it, on the sides. Yeah, my sides were bigger. My sides were way bigger. But yeah, Dominic, how you doing, Dominic? How you doing, bro? How you spending your Easter Sunday, bro? Welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club, Horror Sundayz, episode 17, Easter live stream. Please smash the thumbs up, yeah? Dominic, if you haven't already, bro. And let us know how you spent your Easter Sunday today. Let us know what you're doing. What else are you watching besides my dumbass? Are you spending it with family, you know? Are you having dinner? Let us know. X11X says, yes, the first Scream was the best. It's crazy to me how they try to make Ghostface scarier in later movies, but if you watch the first Scream, he was the scariest in the first movie. He played around, but he didn't play around enough in the first movie. He was pretty serious. He played her like he would taunt people on the phone and shit. But when it came time to killing, he was on it, bro. Yeah, he was clumsy, and honestly, I kind of missed that about Ghostface. I missed that about Ghostface being clumsy because that was the indicator that it was two inexperienced teenagers. It was two inexperienced teenagers doing the killing, you know? Um, Wicked Milk says, I hope they get actors that look close, scared of CG. Yeah, dude, they should get younger actors that look like more like a Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard did back in the mid to late 90s. That'll work. I think that'll look way better than CGI because if you look at Billy's CGI face in Scream 5 and 6, it just looks too shiny, bro. It looks too shiny. You could tell it's CGI. Like his face is so stiff and stuff. Like he could barely make his facial gestures and movements, you know? Um, and it's crazy that they use the CGI to de-age him, but he still looks old. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy. They use CGI to de-age Skeet Ulrich, but he's still like you can still tell that's not like a 21-year-old Skeet Ulrich. Like when you get older as a man, your skin starts looking thicker, you know? You start getting more like pronounced wrinkles on your face and stuff. So yeah, I really do hope they use younger actors, like in their like around 18, 19, you know? Because that's how old Billy and Stu were. They were like around 17, 18. They were in high school. So it'll be perfect. They got actors that are at least like 19 and like 22. That'll be perfect. Dominic St. Clair says, I'm having a family wedding celebration. Awesome, Dominic. Awesome. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. On Easter, bro, I'm happy for you, man. Hope you enjoy your day with your family, bro. Hell yeah. There's nothing like family, bro. There's nothing like family. Hell yeah. Hope you have fun, Dominic St. Clair, and eat a lot of food. Don't get too drunk. Apple Ricky says, would you do a Pet Cemetery fan film? I could play like someone that warns Lois about the cemetery. That would he use for what would he use for Gage? That'd be awesome, Apple Ricky. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I would have to come up with a good story though. I would have to come up with a good story for that. Really good story. Really good story. X11X says, bro, what is the best screen or wait, what, bro? What is the best screen or make? I don't understand what you're saying there, X11X. Apple Ricky says, we could have Lois be a single dad and Gage could be his only kid. Who I use for Gage? I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. I would have to look. I would have to look around and stuff. You know. I would have to look around, Apple Ricky. But yeah, that's an interesting idea though. A Pet Cemetery fan film. That'll be cool as hell. That'll be cool as hell. X11X says, guys, please sub. Yes, guys, please sub. Smash the thumbs up. Please, everyone, please. Man, I needed some soda, but yeah. But now that we're on the topic of fan films, yeah, Ricky, that sounds like a very interesting idea. Like I said, I would have to get a story going first, and then, damn, it'll probably be kind of hard to find a kid like Gage or something. Apple Ricky says, do you have a blonde niece or nephew? Nah, I don't. Everyone's brunette. Everyone's brunette here. Everyone's brunette here. X11X says, sorry. Oh, what did you say, X11X? I couldn't understand that. X11X, retype your message. I couldn't understand that. I couldn't understand it, X11X. Retype it. No, Apple Ricky, everyone's brunette here. Or black hair, you know? Sucks, right? Well, it doesn't suck. I like black hair. But yeah, we would definitely have to do a casting for that one. Definitely would have to put out a casting call for that. But yeah, like I said, now that we're on topic of fan films, yeah, I'm already starting to make props for my next fan film. His name is Jason, a Friday the 13th fan film. If any of you guys saw my community post, I already made the Crystal Lake sign that we're gonna be using. We're gonna hang it up in the woods. So to give the fan film more scale, make it feel bigger, make it feel like we're actually at a real camp with the lake. There's some woods by my house that we're gonna be using. I already started making props. I already got costumes in. I got Jason's costume, his jacket. I'm probably gonna remake his t-shirt though. I got his pants. I got some other characters that are coming out, their costumes too as well. Yeah, the sign looks cool though. The sign I made for Friday the 13th is gonna be badass, bro. That sign looks badass. It's gonna look cool in the shots. Oh, it's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to start working on Friday the 13th. X11X says Mike. Apple Ricky says, oh no, we read that. X11X says sorry. X11X says Mike. Amira says I'm back. What's up, Amira? How you doing? Welcome back. The scare movie. The scare movie. Scary movie? Wait, X11X, are you talking about scary movie? Wicked Milk says, yo, Frank, what do you think I look like? I don't know, bro. I don't know, X11X. Are you a white guy? I'm going to start with that. Are you a white guy? Wicked Milk, are you a white guy? Apple Ricky says, we could have the Creeds move in, but it's only Lewis and Gage, and I'm the neighbor and tells him about the cemetery. I could be like Jude. Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds awesome. That'll be definitely a cool project to work on. That'll be definitely a cool project to work on, Apple Ricky. Maybe, hopefully, after we do the Rob Zombie Halloween fan film, after our first time working together, and see if we after the Rob Zombie Halloween fan film, hopefully we do it, and see how we work together. We'll get that going. We'll get that going. Apple Ricky. Amira says, you look handsome today, my friend. Thank you so much, Amira. Thank you so much. It's probably because I got a haircut. That's the only thing that's saving my dumbass. It's probably because I got a haircut. My sides aren't all long and stuff. But thank you so much, Amira. Thank you so much. Wicked Milk says, no, laugh out loud. I got white guy vibes from you. I don't know why. Wicked Milk. Probably because Wicked Milk. Milk, the name, it just sounds like some white person would make that up. Because a lot of white people be making up like what is it, like names, like crazy names like that and stuff. Like what is it called? What is it called? I forgot. Like spontaneous names like that, awkward names and shit like that. Tatus Preppy says, yo, what up, Tatus Preppy? How you doing? Say hi to Leatherface, Tatus Preppy. How you doing, Tatus Preppy? Welcome to Horror Sundayz, episode 17, bro. Glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the Easter Sunday stream, bro. What are you up to today, Tatus Preppy? How are you spending your Easter Sunday, man? How are you spending your Easter Sunday? What you do today, What else are you watching? What else are you doing besides watching me? Are you having dinner? Are you guys having a barbecue? Let us know, bro. And smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Tatus Preppy, please, man. Get us up to 24, bro, please, so more people can see this live stream. X11X says yes. Oh, so you are talking about Scary Movie? Yeah, Scary Movie, the first one is good too. I think the Scary Movie 1 and Scary Movie 2 are probably the best ones. Wicked Milk says I'm mixed. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know. I just got white guy vibes from you because of the name. Like I said, some white people be making like spontaneous, like awkward names like that, Ironic names. They be making ironic names like Wicked Milk and stuff like that, So, yeah, but my bad, bro. My bad. Amira says, I'm tired. Then throw on a movie, Amira, and just days off, Just days off. That's what I do when I'm tired. I just throw on a movie and fall asleep. Apple Ricky says, and definitely have a church. Damn, yeah. We would have to get some really good locations for that to pull it off. We would have to drive around LA and look for spots that look like it's the countryside. Amira says, I like your haircut. Thank you, Amira. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Amira says, hearts. Thank you so much, Amira. Apple Ricky says, we could do it after the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. I'm ready. Apple Ricky, I'm ready for this, man. I'm ready. Just hopefully your parents allow you to make the fan film, and they agree to it. But yeah, man, that shit was gonna be awesome, bro. I already bought the clown mask. I already ordered the freaking the young Michael Myers clown mask. It's on its way. Should be here on Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, I really wanted it for my Myers Monday video tomorrow. Man, that sucks. But yeah, and then we're gonna have to get the clown costume. We're gonna have to get that clown costume somehow, man. Freaking Tots, Trick or Treat Studios. Please make that Halloween 2007 Michael Myers clown costume. You make and the Jamie Lloyd princess dress from Halloween 5. You guys make all the costumes but those. What's up with that? What's up with that? We're also gonna have to get the knives, the knives from Halloween 2007. The one Michael uses when he's a kid, and then the one that he uses when he's an adult. X11X says, "What's better, Scream or Mike?" Damn. Oh, Michael Myers. I don't know, bro. I love both of them. Honestly, I love Scream and Michael Myers because Scream was inspired by Michael Myers as well as a lot of other killers like Jason, as well. Freddy Krueger. Well, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy because the creator of Freddy Krueger directed Nightmare on Elm Street as well. So it's just meta to the max. It's meta to the max. But yeah, bro, I love both Ghostface and Michael Myers. I hate it when people ask me that question. Who's your favorite killer? What's your favorite scary movie? It's like, bro, I love all the scary movies. Amira says, Frank, can I ask you? Yes, Amira, you can ask me anything. Wicked Milk says, your haircut legit Murdoch Nicholas vibes. Hell yeah, bro. It's cool, right? Well, actually, I have the Billy Loomis split hair down the middle, but it's too short right now, and I didn't gel my hair up today, so you can't really tell. So I literally have an Edgar cut right now. I literally have an Edgar cut, bro. Like a true Mexican. It's like literally an Edgar cut. Look. Until it grows out a little bit more, that's when I'm gonna start splitting it down the middle again, like Billy Loomis. Tatus Preppy says, I watched WrestleMania. Awesome, bro. Yeah, I saw my sister and her husband watching some wrestling shit in the morning. But I didn't. It was two blonde chicks like going at it wrestling. I was like, oh shit, cool. I didn't know it was WrestleMania though. That's awesome. X11X says sub, guys, please sub. Yes, guys, listen to X11X, please sub. Guillermo Leo says, I'm getting ready to smoke the weeds. Oh yeah, I forgot. Guillermo, bro, today is 420. Happy 420 to whoever celebrates 420 out there. And if you're too young to celebrate 420, don't celebrate it until you're at least 18. But yeah, hell yeah, Guillermo. After this live, I'm going to do that too as well, bro. Because after today, I'm going to have to cut down on smoking so much weed and vaping so much, bro. Because I go out skateboarding now. And you get really tired fast, bro. You get smoker lungs and shit. So I got to start cutting it down on my smoking habits. So after this live today, I'm going to be taking my last few puffs of my pen. Not to get sober, bro. I'm going to have to get sober. Even my doctor says I have to get sober. But yeah, happy 420 to everyone, bro. Happy 420. Guillermo Leo, bro. Especially you, bro. You sound like you're a bit older. You sound like you're a bit older. Happy 420, man. Wicked Milk says, smoke weed every day, 420. Wicked Milk. Yeah, I could tell Wicked Milk's another more older dude, too. Amira says, I'm a dancer. That's awesome, Amira. That's awesome. You know what's crazy, Amira? I'm a dancer, too. Well, not like a dancer, but I like going to nightclubs and dancing, you know? I like going to nightclubs and dancing. It was one of my main ways of staying fit for a few years, bro. I was so thin, skinny when I was going out dancing. But I got kicked out of the nightclub I used to go to in Hollywood because I didn't get along with the security guard. So now I don't have a nightclub close enough right now for me to go dance to. I miss dancing though. You lose a lot of weight and you meet a lot of chicks so easily. Wicked Milk says, yeah, smoke weed every day. Hell yeah, bro. 420. 420. Happy 420, all the stoners here. Remember, fool? And all the horror movies, they're always smoking weed. Scream, Friday the 13th, Halloween. They're always smoking weed, bro. Smoking weed is a big part of the horror community, part of horror culture as well, you know? Part of horror culture. Partying and smoking weed and all that stuff is part of horror culture because all these killers like Michael, Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, you know, Art the Clown, Chucky, they all go after people that literally smoke weed and party, you know, and drink. That's crazy. Amira says, I want an exciting movie. X11X says, what is better, Scream or Mike? I don't know, X11X. Like I said, I like both I like both Scream and Halloween and Michael Myers, but if I had to choose, I think Michael Myers would probably kill Ghostface because Michael Myers is somewhat still more supernatural than Ghostface, even though they don't want to admit that Michael is supernatural, but he is supernatural. In my opinion, he always has been, always will be. Even in the first movie, he's supernatural. So yeah, I think Michael Myers will definitely hand Ghostface his ass, but says watch Hush, Amira. Hush. What's Hush again? I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it. Amira says, finally, I'm depressed and bored. I want an exciting and thrilling movie with an attractive story. Watch Twilight. Amira, watch Twilight. Watch Twilight, the first one. If you are depressed, bored, and want an exciting, thrilling movie with an attractive story, watch the first Twilight. Watch the first Twilight. I think the first Twilight was the best because it actually had some horror elements in it, like in the first book. After the first movie, it got too colorful, too lovey-dovey. I was like, I'm out. Later, Twilight. But the first Twilight was all right. Those evil vampires, they had some horror shit going on right there. It had some horror elements, the first movie. Amira says, please. Amira says, I watch it. Hush. Wicked Milk says, as a franchise, Scream, but as far as character goes, Michael Myers, 100%. Yeah. Scream is a good franchise. But Michael, yeah, has been around longer. I love both of them, though. I don't care, though. I love both of them, bro. I have my times of the season, you know? Anyway, I have my times of the season, you know? So, like, right now, since it's spring, we're messing around with, like, Friday the 13th. And, you know, and early... Well, let me rephrase that, guy. Let me rephrase that. So, like, around January, February, March, for me, it's, like, Ghostface time of year, you know? Into the spring is like Ghostface time of the year, right? And then during the summer is like Friday the 13th time of the year. And then during the fall, that's like Halloween, obviously Michael Myers time of the year, and Freddy Krueger time of the year too as well. But I think Freddy comes out at any time of the year, actually. And then November, Thanksgiving time of the year, you know, John Carver. So I have my seasons for him, you know. I have each season divided. So right now, I'm in the season of Ghostface and Friday the 13th because it's spring, you know? But yeah, pretty much. I love all of them. Amira says, watched it. Thanks, Wick. X11X said, Mike. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I love all of them, bro. I can't choose. Apple Ricky says, you know how Jaylene wanted to do a Child's Play fan film? I was thinking I could play Jaylene's older sister, and I had to raise her, and she wanted a good guy doll like Andy did. That'll be cool. Apple Ricky, yeah, she does want to make a Child's Play fan film. She even wrote me a short story that I'm gonna turn into a script once I'm done with Friday the 13th and Night Stalker. Yeah, that'll be awesome. That'll be cool. She's also gonna buy the props. Because I have another little niece. Because what we want to do in the movie, we want to make it look like Chucky's walking, you know. So we're gonna buy a Chucky mask with the wig on it. We're gonna buy a Chucky costume for a little kid and the red shoes, and we're gonna try to make Chucky look like he's walking as well. She's gonna buy all the props for that movie. I told her you need to get props first, Lynn. You have a good story, but we need you have the story. You got one thing in, you got the story. We got the story. Now we need props. Now we need the props. That's the most important part, the props, to make the movie look legit, you know, make it feel like it's a real Child's Play movie. Amira says, belly dancing. That's awesome, huh? I can't do that, though. I don't know if I could do it. I'm trying to do it. I look like an idiot. Belly dancing. That's awesome, though. If you could do that. Dude, my body is, even though I'm a skateboarder, my body is, like, not in shape for that. I wouldn't even know how to do that, bro. Like, that's crazy how people could belly dance. That's just wild. X11X says, yo, bro, I have a cat. What should I put the name? Call him Salem. Hey, X11X, call your cat Salem. Call your cat Salem. Call him Salem. I want a black cat myself. I've been wanting a black cat for a long time. I want a black cat. To name him Salem or Binks. Zachary Binks from Hocus Pocus. Either name him Salem or Zachary Binks from Hocus Pocus. Apple Ricky says, I was thinking the older sister name could be Sydney and the little sister name could be Max. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. You could be like Kyle, Apple Ricky. You literally would be like Kyle, but now we just gender swap Andy with a girl. Apple Ricky, you literally could be like Kyle. That's crazy. You would need to get a bob haircut. Because Kyle in Child's Play 2, she has a bob haircut, 90s bob haircut, like I don't know, Kurt Cobain, like his hair, you know? She had a Kurt Cobain haircut up to her neck right here. I used to have that haircut too. Guillermo Leo says 52 years old. Awesome, bro. Awesome. No judging here, bro. No judging. I'm 30. Well, how old am I? Literally, I forgot how old I was right now. I'm 33 myself. I'm 33 myself. I know that's like not as old as you, but still, bro. Still, though, no judging here, bro. If you're a horror fan, it don't matter. It don't matter. As long as you're a horror fan, you're welcome here on this channel, on this community. Anyways, we need more older horror fans here as well. You know why, bro? Because a lot of the younger horror fans need to know what it was like back then, you know? Horror is now pretty coddled, you know? It's kind of coddled. It's kind of coddled. It's kind of safe for kids now, horror, if you think about it. But back in the 80s, especially in the 80s, horror was not for kids. Literally, it was not for kids. It was not for kids. It was for teenagers and older people. But once we got into the 90s, that's when they started making more horror for kids, you know? Like more, what is it called? It started to become more coddled, you know? It was started to get directed towards kids more, you know? That's why we started getting shows like Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, all that stuff, you know? All that stuff. So we need older horror fans here as well to let the younger generation know that, you know, horror back then wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, bro. Horror movies back then were what is it called? Were meant to be what is it? Controversial. Horror movies back then was meant to be controversial. That's why they were mainly made for. That's why they were mainly aimed for adults back then. But like I said, until like the late 80s, early 90s, that's when I started noticing they started coddling it more for kids now. You know. Yeah, horror back then was grimy, bro. Like, just watch all the older Friday the 13th movies. It's full of misogynists, sexists. Watch the old Texas Chainsaw movie, especially the first one, you know? Watch any horror movies from the 60s, you know? Like Rosemary's Baby. Horror was not for kids back then. At all, bro. At all. Amira says, what kind of dance do you do? I don't know, Amira. I just dance randomly. When I'm at the club, I just go along to the beat, move my legs, you know? That's about it. I really don't know any choreographed dances or anything, you know? I'm a horrible dancer, by the way. Oh, also, like, when you dance with a girl, I know how to spin them around. That's pretty cool, too. Like, like a Beyblade. But, yeah, I'm a horrible dancer, Amira. I just go along with the beat, you know? Or I just copy what other people are doing. Tatus Preppy says, my favorite match from WrestleMania was Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus Sky. Hey, was that today? Hey, Tatus Preppy, was that today? Was that those Viking blonde chicks going at it? Because like I said earlier, I saw my sister and her husband in her room watching some wrestling, and it was some blonde chicks like beating each other up, and I was just like, oh, cool. Was it that? Were we watching the same match? He says, my favorite WrestleMania. My favorite match from WrestleMania was Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus Sky. Yeah, that sounds like women. Those sound like women names. I'm guessing we were watching the same match, bro. That's crazy, huh? Wicked Milk says, what's your favorite vape flavor? Let me see. Blueberry or strawberry. That's probably the best. Wicked Milk, that's probably the best, blueberry or strawberry. Guillermo Leo says, I'm not really a horror film person, just like the vibes of your show. Oh, thank you so much. It's all good, man. No worries, bro. No worries, Guillermo Leo. No worries, bro. No worries. You're welcome to hang out anytime. Amira says, I'm a belly dancer. That's awesome. I couldn't do that for the life of me, bro. I used to think belly dancing was when fools got on the floor and did the worm, but then I got older and I was like, oh, belly dancing is like it's like some gypsy kind of dance, how where you literally like your stomach moves. I used to think it was fools doing the worm on the floor. The worm? You know what the worm is? What is it? When you're on the floor like the worm. Damn, that shit's funny. Amira's she's little dancing emojis. X11X says, yo, bro, I have a cat. What should I put the name? X11X, I said, name your cat either Salem. Name your cat either Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, or name him Zachary Binks from Hocus Pocus. He's asking me what he should name his cat, and I'm telling him either Salem. These are two black cats. These both cats are black. So either here it is, X11X, because you've been asking me this question for a minute already. Listen up. Either name him Salem, or Zachary Binks. Salem or Zachary Binks. Either one, bro. Amira says, first what? First what? What do you mean, Amira? Oh, no, I just said that you send little dancers emojis right here. Wicked Milk says, Frank, you should definitely watch Hush. You're going to love it 100%. It's a slasher movie. The main character is deaf. Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds really interesting. Hush, I don't know. I heard about it, but I don't think I've seen it. Wicked Milk, is it on Hulu?
It's that guy with the white mask.
I think it might be on Hulu then, because I think I saw something like that on Hulu.
It was on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, we don't have it no more. Hey, Wicked Milk, is it on Hulu? Let me know. X11X says, bro, I have a cat. What should I put the name? I already told you. Apple Ricky says, it could be like the 1988 Child's Play. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Actually, I would want to make it more like Child's Play. Well, actually, yeah. The 1988 Child's Play is darker. It's more low budget. I could work with that better. Child's Play 2 is way more brighter, more colors. Way bigger budget. Yeah, you're right, Apple Ricky. You're right, definitely. We could pull off the 1988 one easier because more low budget. And me, I'm the king of low budget fan films here on YouTube. Self-proclaimed. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I would love to get to work on that project too. We just gotta wait till we're done with the ones we got coming up. Then we'll get on that. The Child's Play fan film that my little sister wants to make as well. Amira says, you good belly dancer? Nah, I'm not a guy. I can't do that. I can't belly dance. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start, bro. Like,
you literally gotta move your muscles from your stomach.
Dude, bro, like, how do you even do that?
It's like flexing.
It's like breathing.
It's like flexing.
I'm not trying to do it. I can't do it, bro. That's just hard. You need to massively work out your fucking abs and shit. X11X says, okay. X11X says, she is so cute. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Hey, X11X. Go comment on one of my videos so I could subscribe to your channel and see your content whenever you drop stuff. I want to see your cat. So X11X, after the live stream, go comment on one of my videos or posts, and so I could subscribe to your channel, please. Critic Chris says, hey, Frank, fellow horror fans, what's up? Critic Chris, how you doing? How are you doing, Critic Chris? How you doing? Glad to see you here on another live stream. Another Horror Sundays, episode 17. The Easter live stream today. How you doing, bro? How'd you spend your day today? What you do today?
He's the Easter Bunny killer.
I was talking about that. I might make a Easter slasher fan film next year.
Look up if there was a real Easter Bunny killer.
Probably.
There probably was one.
There's murder.
Oh yeah, there was the guy who would kill people and they, I forgot where, but there was this old sheriff cop who would kill people under this bridge, and he would leave dead rabbits.
Yeah.
In the bridge, yeah, and they would call him Bunny, man. Yeah.
Critic Chris. Yeah, man. Good to see you here, bro. Let us know what you're doing, bro. How'd you spend your Easter Sunday? Let us know. What else are you doing? What else are you watching? Are you having a barbecue? Are you having dinner? Guillermo Leo says, you got a good range of audience. You're building a 10-year-old and 52-year-old. Yeah, bro. A lot of people watch me. A lot of different age ranges watch me because I talk about stuff that's always going to be popular. Pretty much, you know? I talk about stuff that's always going to be popular, that's always going to be in style. You know, horror movies, even though they say There is periods where people say horror movies are dead, or there's not a lot of there's always some kind of horror movie coming out. They're never dead, bro. Horror movies are always there. Horror is always there. Just because you don't see Jason or Freddy or Michael all the time on the big screen, there's always some like indie low budget horror movie coming out. You know, horror is like punk rock music. It's always gonna be getting pumped out, especially now that it's so easy and cheap to make your own movies. It's just gonna get pumped out even more. Horror is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, bro. I mean, basically, the whole history of filmmaking started because of horror movies. That's some of the first stories. Though those are some of the first books people even wrote was horror stories. Shit, those are some of the first stories people told around the campfire were horror stories. You know, so horror is what is it? It's always trending, bro. Horror movies are always popular. It's never dies out. Like I said earlier, just because you don't see the big franchises in theaters all the time, but there's always low budget or indie horror movies coming out as well. So it's never dead. What is dead is comedy movies. Now that shit's dead. What is dead is rom-coms. That shit's dead. But look at horror, always thriving, bro. That all that sim shit's dead. Apple Ricky says we could have Max give Sydney her birthday list, and she wanted a good guy doll, and I said we couldn't afford it, and she gets upset and stops to her room, and I say wait, and then I go back to the couch. That sounds cool. That sounds. We could add that to the story she wrote because it needs a little. It needs a little more story to it, just a bit. Guillermo Leo says, but I have watched them over time, of course, horror flicks. Yeah, bro, I love horror flicks. That's all I watch. Even though you're not like a super horror guy, as long as you know, as long as you've seen them and know what's up, you're still a horror fan to me in a way, you know? So hell yeah, bro. Horror movies, I've been watching them since I was a kid. It's some of the first shit I ever saw on TV, bro. Honestly. And I started watching horror back when it was like not really aimed for kids. Like it was starting to get aimed. I was born 91, you know? So by the time I started watching horror movies, like, I don't know, like around 95, 96 ish, there was already Goosebumps and stuff like that, you know? But a lot of horror movies were still kind of aimed at adults. But now they're kind of aimed at kids. And I feel like Jenna Ortega kind of has like something to do with that. Like, cause like she looks super young, and like a lot of young people like are fans of her. So like she's like getting a lot of younger audiences into horror as well. I mean, which I don't really see her in too many horror movies, to be honest. The only shit I seen her that was horror was Scream 6, that freaking that movie where they're filming that raunchy movie. What is it called? X. And that's about as horror I've seen her. I don't really think I've seen anything else horror with her. Honestly, that's all. What other horror movies has Jenna Ortega done? Let me know, cause that's the only shit I know is Scream 5, Scream 6, and X. And X. Apple Ricky says, and the good guy commercial comes on. I'm like, I don't know why she wants this stupid shit. Hey, that is smart though. That is smart though. When we make that Child's Play fan film, we could play the commercial on YouTube and act like it's playing on the TV, you know? And you'll just be watching like, what the hell does she see in this doll that she wants it? That's awesome. X11X says, yo, wait, what the hell? Yo, we did it. We have 25 likes. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Let's get it to 26 now, guys. Let's get it to 26. Let's get it to 26. So more people can see this live stream when it goes up. Amira said, hi. What's up, Amira? What are you up to? What are you doing? What else are you doing besides watching us right here? Wicked Milk says, bro, probably dances like Dahmer. Yeah, I probably do, bro. Hey, Dahmer used to go dancing at the nightclubs too, bro. That's how you would find dudes to kill. But hey, you know what's crazy about Dahmer too? He was all into movies and shit, horror movies and shit too. He was really obsessed with the Emperor from Star Wars, from Return of the Jedi. That fool would even wear yellow eye contacts to try to look like the Emperor. And then he would try to make fools, when he would take dudes back to his house, he would sit them in his room and try to make them watch Star Wars and shit with them. That fool was wild, right? He'd be like, you can't leave until you finish the movie and shit. What the fuck? Yeah, that fool was a big fan of Star Wars, I heard. Jeffrey, now you see, even the real serial killers like movies and shit. It's so true what they said in Scream. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative. But I think it goes both ways, though. Tatus Preppy says, yeah, the match was today. Yeah, okay, so that was the one, bro. That was the one. I saw some blonde chicks going on and just beating each other up in the ring. Yeah, that was the match, right? Tatus Preppy says, I know they weren't Viking blonde girls. I think you're thinking about Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, probably, bro. That was wild though. That shit was pretty funny. That was pretty fun. They look pretty hot though. Amira says, "I love my movie. I love movie Hush. You must see it." Oh, okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, yeah. They've been telling me right here. I don't know. I'm gonna check out if it's on Hulu later. I have Hulu still. I don't got Peacock anymore or freaking Netflix. I need to renew it. I need to renew those shits. I need like $30 or so, or $40 to renew it. Man, that sucks. Now, hopefully that movie's on Hulu.
No more Peacock.
Wicked Milk says, for real, bro. For me, it's been strawberry and green apple. Hell yeah, bro. Strawberry vape is flavor good. Green apple's all right too. Green apple's all right too. Critic Chris says, best sexy dance by Selma Hayek and From Dusk Till Dawn. Ah, bro. Ah.
No, the best one's Watermelon.
Man, speaking of From Dusk Till Dawn, bro, that dance when she's on the table, right? And then she puts her foot in Quentin Tarantino's fucking drink, and then she puts her foot in his mouth. That's wild, bro. That's wild. You know that fool like that shit. That's wild, though. I watched that, fool. I watched that scene. I watched that very scene with my dad and my uncle when I was like 4 or 5, bro. I remember that shit clearly. Everyone was just looking at the TV screen like, oh, man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's a wild scene, Critic Chris. That was a wild scene. X11X says, bro, how do you order pizza? I order with meat. Wait, what, bro? How do you order a pizza? I order with meat. Oh, okay, I get you. How to order a pizza? I usually, my favorite pizza is the Supreme with the vegetables, black olives, and all that stuff, you know? But when I don't have enough for a Supreme, I just get a classic pepperoni pizza. Classic pepperoni pizza. But I always prefer a Supreme pizza, to be honest, though. I always prefer a Supreme. It's the best, bro, with the black olives, cheese, freaking, what is it? Bell peppers, spinach. Oh, man, don't even get me hungry, bro. But, yeah, like I said, I prefer the Supreme pizza, but if I can't afford that one that day, I'll just take a regular pepperoni. X11X says, okay. Apple Ricky says, instead of Karen Barkley and Andy Barkley, it's two sisters. Yeah, that definitely could work, yeah. Definitely could work. I'm telling you, Apple Ricky, you could be like Kyle. You could be like Kyle in Child's Play 2. X11X says, okay. Wicked Milk says, I watched it on Netflix, but I don't know if it's still there. Ah! It's on Netflix. Hush. I don't got Netflix right now, bro. I gotta renew my account. It should renew it with like in a week or a few days.
Wait, you already did it?
No, I said Stephanie said she was gonna do it. That they were gonna do it in a few days or something. Yeah, my sister said she was gonna renew it in a few days, so I gotta wait till we get it back. But we'll check it out. Or you know what? I'll just go on an old school free website and watch it there. Go to HoodaWatch.com. Go to HoodaWatch. Amira says, belly dance moves the waist with the studied and soft looks with a movement that resembles the waves of the sea. I control my waist, my hands, and my eyes. That's awesome. That's cool. I can't do that, bro. That sounds hard as hell. That sounds, especially if you're bloated. Oh, bro, if you're just and you're trying to belly dance, it's going to be horrible.
You're not even going to be able to do it.
Why?
Dig. Come on now.
You're going to be bloated? Like,
how are you going to belly dance if you're fat?
Yeah. Bloating is not fast. It's bloating because you just ate. It goes down after. It's because all the gas and shit in your stomach when you eat.
To belly dance, you kind of got to be skinny.
We are skinny. Now you got to have abs though, huh?
Not abs, but like you got to have...
Well, you need a little fat though so you can see the waves.
Yeah, it's just that like you got to be able to use your muscles.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
X11XX, yes. X11X says, that is sick. Amira says, yes, with breathing. Oh, okay, yes, I was right. You do need to like control your breathing too, so you're able to get the little waves going. X11X says, bro, I play Roblox. That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I've seen people play it, but I don't know. I can't really get into it, but it looks cool though. It looks cool. If I was younger, I'd definitely be on that. Hey, what you think they should make a Roblox movie? X11X. You know how they made the Minecraft? You think they should make a Roblox movie? Wicked Milk says, "Yo, Frank, I bet you can do that limbo dance." Oh, limbo's easy, bro. Yeah, of course. Definitely, yeah. I could do the worm on the floor when you go like, what?
That's some goofy shit.
Hey, bro, I could do the worm on the floor when you're just like,
Yeah, it is, bro.
like that.
You look like a dolphin fucking doing that.
I could do the worm though. That shit's funny. Limbo's easy, bro. You gotta do it. I mean, if it's too low, probably not, cause I'll hurt my back. How low? You think you could go low as hell on limbo? Look, as low as your bed. Look at the frame.
Well, my back will stay like that.
Why?
I couldn't stay. Hey, look, Frank, look.
That fucking.
Grind on me.
What is she doing?
Yo.
X11X says, okay. Critic Chris says, finished my Friday the 13th Nightmare on Elm Street marathon. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I'll probably throw on Friday the 13th on right now after the stream. Yeah, I've been watching the Friday the 13th movies nonstop for like 2 months already, bro. Like 2 months, because I'm making my next fan film, Friday the 13th. His name is Jason, a Friday the 13th fan film, and I really gotta like understand the lore and stuff, you know? And basically, yeah, I'm making the film on our fan film is gonna be based on the 2009 remake, but I still wanted to watch the old ones and see how Jason got his mask originally and all that stuff, you know? But yeah, man, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun shooting that one in the woods and stuff. It's gonna be hot, but since it's gonna be a movie, it's gonna be fun to shoot though. It's gonna be fun to shoot. Hell yeah, bro. Nightmare on Elm Street, I gotta start watching those every day again now, soon too, as well. I gotta do a marathon of just those as well. I just love the old school movies, bro. The old school Jason movies, the old school Freddy movies. Like these old school 80s movies, they just have a different feel to them. It just, life felt different then. It just felt more real. It felt more alive, you know? The old Halloween movies as well. Like they're all shot, like even though a lot of these, especially Halloween, even in Friday the 13th, they were like the most lowest budget. I think Friday the 13th and Halloween were like still more low budget than Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. But yeah, these movies just had different feels back then, bro. I love watching them. They're awesome. Can't wait to get into my Nightmare marathon as well. Amira says, do you know that belly dancing is difficult, but I mastered it. Every day I dance for 3 hours, and also at any event I go to dance. That's awesome, bro. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that at all. That's crazy. Plus, I like to eat a lot. So, man, my belly would be all like shit. X11X says, bro, we did it. We hit 25 likes. Yeah, now we got to get it to 26.
Up to 30.
Yeah, I must start doing that soon. Amira says, "I'll message retracted." Critic Chris says, Frank, would you redo Universal Monster films in black and white but gorier? Yes, actually, that's probably one of my dreams now. Originally, I wanted to direct a Halloween movie. You know, I was on like all the other fan filmmakers. Yeah, maybe I'll direct a Halloween movie one day. But I don't know. I don't really care anymore about that. I also wanted to direct the Scream movie, but I like honestly, I wouldn't mind messing around with the old school Universal monsters, bro. That shit'll be sick. That shit would be sick as hell. I would probably the first one I would mess around with would be Frankenstein. Oh, but Guillermo del Toro's already doing something with it.
Of the Black Lagoon.
Wolfman or Wolfman.
One, yeah.
Probably okay, since Guillermo del Toro he's already doing the Frankenstein one, I would probably mess around with the Wolfman. With the Wolfman, since we already got Nosferatu, I would save Dracula for later on. I would do Wolfman, bro. And I don't know. I would probably want to remake the movie like in black and white as well, you know? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool as well. Because I feel like those old black and white horror movies like Wolfman, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Creature from Black Lagoon, I just feel like they looked, I don't know, there was just something scarier about it being black and white, bro. Like when you're a little kid watching those movies and shit, you literally think that shit's real. You think it's really happening on the screen.
You know which other one? The Fly.
That's from the 80s, though.
But that's still cool, too, though.
But we're talking about the old school monsters like Frankenstein and all that shit.
The Fly.
Also, yeah, actually, you know what, though? Now that we're talking, The Fly.
The Fly would be a cool movie to remake.
The Fly could use a remake.
Yep, it could.
Definitely. I heard they were talking about that a Fly remake a few months ago.
The Fly, that would be sick.
So yeah, Chris, to answer your question, I'm a gore guy, bro. I'm all about gore, especially my new clown movie. Filming it just made me fall in love with doing gory effects now, you know? So yeah, I would definitely make those movies gorier. They were more about suspense back then. X11X says, wait, bro, do you not watch a movie in your TV? Yeah, I watch movies on my TV, just not right now because I'm basically working right now, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna throw on Friday the 13th probably right now once I'm done. Or actually, I'm gonna go out first and grill some barbecue wings because it's Easter Sunday, guys. Come on, need some of those barbecue wings. But yeah, bro, I do watch movies on my TV. X11X. Amira says every move is studied in belly dance. That's awesome. It sounds like you have to go to college to belly dance. Amira, how long have you been belly dancing? If you don't mind me asking. How long have you been belly dancing, Amira? Critic Chris says, I don't get the buzz surrounding Ortega. Oh, okay. I remember another movie she came out on. She came out in that Foo Fighters movie, Studio 666, but not for long. She came out just like some kind of like spirit or something, and then she disappears. Um, Critic Chris says, Jenna Ortega. No, hold on. Critic Chris says, I don't get the buzz surrounding Jenna Ortega. I get it. She's a cute little chick. I get it. Obviously, that's why, you know. I get it. But I don't think she does horror enough, bro. I don't think she does enough horror. I get the buzz surrounding her and shit. She's an attractive little chick, you know. But what I find crazy is that they're calling her like the horror queen or whatever. When to me she's only came out in, like I said, Beetlejuice, fucking Scream, and I wouldn't even call Beetlejuice horror, to be honest. I wouldn't call Beetlejuice horror. I call it more like fantasy. It's more like fantasy fiction stuff with, like, I guess some fantasy fiction with comedy with some, I guess, horror elements in it. But I wouldn't straight up label Beetlejuice horror. I wouldn't label Beetlejuice horror. But yeah, she's been in Beetlejuice, or what? Studio 66, Scream 6, X. I only consider 4 of those actually horror. I don't consider I don't consider Beetlejuice horror, bro. I don't consider Beetlejuice horror. That's like comedy, bro. That's like comedy with like some little horror elements that is barely horror sprinkled in, you know? Critic Chris says, Jenna was in Beetlejuice too. Yeah, we already went over that. Amira said hi. What's up, Amira? How you doing? And hey, Amira, you didn't answer my question. How long have you been belly dancing for? Sounds like you've been belly dancing your whole life, pretty much. Since you sound like you're good as hell at it. Let us know how long you've been belly dancing, Amira. X11X says, bro, watch time 4284. Whose watch time is that? I know that ain't my watch time. X11X, whose watch time is that? Wicked Milk says, laugh at my ass off. It was wild for real. Yeah, it was, right? Wicked Milk. Yeah, I think we're talking about the Salma Hayek scene in Dusk Till Dawn when she freaking does her little foot fetish thing. Apple Ricky says, would you do a Jeffrey Dahmer film? I had an idea of making a Jeffrey Dahmer fan film when I used to go to the nightclub before I got kicked out. There was this guy I knew that looked just like Jeffrey Dahmer. He was like 6 feet tall, blonde hair, Caucasian white boy with blue or green eyes, you know? So yeah, I was thinking for a while of making a Dahmer fan film, but I got kicked out of that club, so I can't go no more, so I don't see anyone from there anymore. But that would have been an interesting idea, Apple Ricky. Apple Ricky says, you could make the last name for the characters. I was thinking Edens, like Tyler Edens from The Clown, but up to you. Oh yeah, that sounds cool too. The Edens, yeah, that'll be a cool little reference to my clown movie. The Edens, yeah, that'll be cool. The Edens were then terrorized by a vintage killer doll. That'll be cool. Wicked Milk says, laughing my ass off. Quentin publicly has that thing for feet, bro, laugh out loud, Hollywood being Hollywood. Yeah, that is true, bro. That is true. That is true. That is true. Hollywood being Hollywood. Guillermo Leo says, Amityville Horror was bomb. Yep. Amityville Horror is a badass movie. The original one and the remake is pretty cool too, bro. I actually like the remake a lot as well. Ryan Reynolds actually was pretty crazy in that movie. He was pretty wild in that movie. It kind of reminded me of when I used to go work with my dad, and he used to get all mad and stuff. You know, when you wouldn't do some shit right. That's how he was in that movie when he's teaching the kid how to cut freaking chop firewood, and then the kid's being kind of like a little wuss about it, and that was like, "Come on, hold the axe right like this and shit." You know, he's all being toxically masculine. Yeah, that movie reminded me a lot of my dad when we used to go to work. But yeah, the remake was good too, as well as the original one. Hey, like I always say, Guillermo Leo, like I always say, bro, I think the Amityville Horror remake is the one that kind of spawned the whole Conjuring like style of movies, you know? Because if you watch Amityville Horror, the remake, they kind of got the whole Conjuring thing going on already before Conjuring. The whole spirits in the house, the haunted house thing, you know, the toxic couple that can't get along, you know, the kids and shit, you know, the living in like the woods in the middle of nowhere, secluded area, you know, big house, you know. Like I said, I think like I always say, I think the Amityville Horror remake spawned all those Conjuring movies. Wicked Milk says on fixed. Well, what do you mean, Wicked Milk? Apple X11X says yes. Apple Ricky says nah. Roblox movie would be ass. Why not? Why not, Apple Ricky? Well, they're actually talking about it. They're debating it. They're actually debating a Roblox movie because they're right now they're like, oh shit, these are the movies making money right now. Video game movies. Wicked Milk says laughing my ass off. Me and my we do that worm at least once every time we go to the club. The worm. Ah!
The worm. What the fuck?
The worm. That shit's funny, bro. Hey, I wouldn't do it on the club floor though.
Hell nah.
Let's just spit fucking spilled beer, liquor, shit. People even piss themselves on the fucking dance floor because they don't want to go to the fucking bathroom. It's like a public pool that's on the dance floor, bro. Fool. One time I saw this video on YouTube where this guy was at a nightclub and he was dancing behind some girl and she took a dump in her pants, bro. That's how lazy people get. They don't want to go to the bed. That shit's bad holding in your bowels, bro. That's just crazy, though.
That's nasty.
Wicked Milk says, I think the absence of technology made those movies easier to connect with back then. It sure did, bro. It sure did. Those movies made it seem like people back then were much more easygoing. Like even if you didn't know each other, you could walk up to a random group of strangers and just like, hey, what's up, you know? And everyone, yeah, that's how it was back then. Because I remember, I still got to grow up in times like that. Because I was born 91, so I started being more like socially conscious around 1994, 96, and I first saw Scream and all the horror movies. That's when my whole consciousness started developing. Into like the early 2000s, bro, you were able to walk up to random people on the street and just start talking. But nowadays, people like are really shy. They can't make eye contact, you know. Or if you talk to them, you could tell they're anxious to end the conversation, you know. So yeah, totally different times, bro. Because I got to grow up in those kind of times like that still. So that's why it's really easy for me to connect with the characters in the movie and the way they think and stuff. Because that's what I grew up watching, you know. That's how young people were back then and stuff. Wicked Milk says, but bro, Roblox movie, hell no. Why not, bro? Everyone's saying nah, but they're actually debating a Roblox movie. Shit, I would direct it if that was my first directing job. I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. I don't care. I'll take it. I'm thinking Roblox movie. I'll take it. I would take a Roblox directing job. Apple Ricky says another scene I was thinking. When Max in a sleep and I'm outside and Sydney's friend gets killed by Chucky and I hear her scream. That'll be sick too. That'll be sick. I was thinking a cool scene, the way you guys get the good guy doll is someone just what is it called? Like Amazon or UPS person just drops it off at the door. Critic Chris says, yeah, I agree. I watched Freddy vs. Jason and the acting in it was poor compared to the earlier films had. Yeah, it was like whatever. It was like whatever's. The cinematography was great though in Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, it was. Dude, the camera work was awesome. It was shot beautifully, bro. I love the blue, like the blue tint it has. I love the blue tint it has when it's dark outside. Oh yeah, dude, the movie is shot awesome though. I love how I love the use of cinematography in that movie. That's crazy though. When you're a kid and you're watching movies and you don't really know about filmmaking yet and cameras, like that's not really something you pay attention to is how they get the camera shots. But once you get older and start like making movies yourself, you're like, bro, the whole life of the movie is the camera. That's like the audience's eyes. If there's no camera, there's no movie, you know?
It's like the brain.
That's what I'm saying. It's the eyes of the audience. That's the eyes of the audience, the camera. Because that's how they see what's going on. Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's crazy how movies work, huh? Like you're literally recording something and
It's like it's really happening in that little moment that you're recording.
you trap that moment in time.
That's what a movie is.
You trap that moment, you know, like
Critic Chris says, I want to make Creature from Black Lagoon somewhat like Jaws, only you see the creature mostly near the end. Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like it could work. That sounds like it could work. That sounds like it could work. And actually, I think Creature of the Black Lagoon could work in modern times. That character could work better in modern times. Like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Invisible Man also could work perfectly in modern times because that's all has to do with science and shit. But like Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman, I think that's more a product of its time, you know, in a way. But yeah, definitely Creature from Black Lagoon and Invisible Man. You could definitely bring those guys into the 21st century. Shit, they even made an Invisible Man movie like in 2019, where some guy it was like a thriller horror movie kind of, and some guy using some kind of new technology that makes him invisible, and he's trying to kill his wife. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wicked Milk says, bro, I think your chat delayed. Why, man? Why? I'm still getting chats right here. Critic Chris says Jenna's best role, in my opinion, is Wednesday Addams. Oh yeah, Wednesday also, but that's not really horror either. Kind of. It's like mixed with comedy as well. Apple Ricky says like Sydney's friend. Nikki buys Sydney the good guy doll, and after Max went bad, like Sydney's friend. Okay, like Sydney's friend buys Sydney the good guy doll after Max went to bed. Sydney was outside it, and Nikki was getting a drink before she went outside. Chucky stabs her leg and kills her. That sounds good. That sounds badass. That sounds bad. We gotta put that all in the script. Wicked Milk says, damn, you got kicked out of the club. What happened, bro? I wasn't getting along with the security guard there. I was seeing some chick there that he was trying to hook up with as well. I was dating this chick there that he was trying to hook up with, and she didn't want him back. And like since like he didn't like me and shit because I was with her, he stopped letting me into the club and stuff. So we started beefing and stuff and shit like that. So one night I went to the club with my friend, and he's like, "Oh, you can't come in. Only you could come in." And we're like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Man, fuck this fool." Yeah, that fool kicked me out. He's a little bitch. He wanted the chick I was tapping, so in order to get back at me, that fool just kicked me out of the club. X7X says it's a movie. Oh, it's movie time. 4284. It's a movie time. 4284. Oh, cool, bro. X7XX. It's so good. 100. X7X says better than Scream or Mike. 4284. I don't think I've seen that. Or wait, is that movie about that haunted hotel room or whatever? X11X says, and guys, please sub. X11XX, please. We need to reach 36 likes, okay? 26 is fine. Critic Chris says, oh yeah, and I think it's black and white. You could maybe get away with gory scenes. Yup. Apple Ricky Official, it could be like a remake of When Aunt Maggie Dies. Oh yeah, that'll be pretty cool. That definitely will be pretty cool. Critic Chris says, Jenna's Wednesday Addams dance was hot too. I thought it looked funny. Her Wednesday dance. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I like Christina Ricci as Wednesday better. That was my Wednesday in the '90s growing up. That was my Wednesday, Christina Ricci. I think she was the cutest Wednesday, Christina Ricci. And I was a little kid at the time when this movie came out. She was already older, so I could say that. All right. But yeah, yeah, like I said though, Christina Ricci, that was my Wednesday, bro. I always saw her as Wednesday growing up because she just had the resting bitch face down to a T, bro. She was pretty dark, bro. Christina Ricci's Wednesday was pretty dark. Like when some kid asks her, what would she do if she found the guy that loved her and cherished her? Dude, she tells him I'd pity him. That shit is so true. That's my Wednesday, bro. That was my Wednesday. That was my Wednesday. She was crazier. I think Christina Ricci's Wednesday was better. Um, and never give up, never give up. X11X says, Wicked Milk says, for real, bro, the lighting makes the movie good. Plus, some camera balance feels more alive, you know? Like in the chase scene or something, the camera shaking makes it immersive as fuck. Like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre scene. Yep. Rob Zombie did a good job too as well with his remake of Halloween with the shaky camera scenes and stuff. That does make it more immersive. I'm going to try to add that to my Friday the 13th fan film. I did some shaky camera work in The Clown. I should have done more, though. I should have done way more. X11XX, yes. Mustafa Norbali says, what is this? Mustafa, this is Hollywood Horror Film Club. Horror Sundayz, episode 17, Easter live stream. So if you're a horror fan, are you into horror movies or comic books or anything pop culture, this is the channel for you. So please like and subscribe, Mustafa Norhali. Please, if you're a horror fan. Wicked Milk says, guard to go out because he was jealous. Yup, he was jealous and he kicked me out. Screw that dude, man. That guy's whack. That guy sucks. I'm gonna drive by one day with my friend by the club and just scream shit out or probably egg him. He ain't gonna do shit. He has to work the fucking line. He ain't gonna do anything unless he wants to get fired. I'm gonna egg that fool. Watch. But that's definitely, I'm never going back there again if I do that. Critic Chris says 90s Adams Family was best. I agree. Yup, that was my Adams Family. X11X says, and bro, shout out to your brother. Hey, shout out to you, Junior. Shout out. Apple Ricky says, after the UPS man delivered the doll, he asked Sydney for a tip, and she slams the door in his face, and he gets mad and pounds the door, calling her a bitch. That would be hilarious. Apple Ricky says, Sydney's friend instead, her name is Nikki. It could be like Tina and Halloween 5. Yeah, I like Tina better, actually. Wicked Milk says, nah, I'd make sure everybody weekend I go in front of that club, line up and pop something like, fuck this club. I'm going to going to the venue. I'm going to the one next venue. Yeah, so true, bro. I'm probably just gonna egg that fool. So real. All right, guys. It's 7 o'clock. I'm about to start cutting the live stream. Like I say, the final trailer for The Clown is gonna be premiering this Thursday, guys. The final trailer for my original slasher movie is premiering this Thursday. This Thursday, the trailer for The Clown, final trailer for The Clown premieres at 10:30 a.m. West Coast time here on the channel, guys. So if you're at school and you miss it, it's all good. Just watch it when you get out. And make sure to smash the thumbs up on it, guys. Make sure to smash the thumbs up on the Clown trailer. The trailer is already uploaded. Just go look through my timeline of videos. It should be I think the most recent, oh no, the second newest video there. It's scheduled for a premiere. So guys, yeah, like I said, the final trailer for The Clown comes out this Thursday, 10:30 a.m. West Coast time here on the channel. And The Clown premieres on May 9th here on the channel as well. I haven't figured out the time for that yet. I'll let you know that by next week or something. Let me see. Apple Rick says, what do you think of my idea for the Child's Play fan film? It sounds cool. It sounds awesome, Apple Ricky. It sounds like we could just add those scenes to whatever my little sister wrote. Because she already wrote a script as well. And like I said, it felt like it needed some extra stuff. So Apple Ricky, whatever you do, try to write down whatever you wrote down here. Write it down somewhere on paper and save it for me so you could send it to me or something. So I could add that to the script. Apple Ricky, so like I said, make sure to remember what you wrote here, write it down on paper, and then type it to me when you have the time. So I could add it into the script. Critic Chris says, I like to make a horror movie where cast would use cameras to film themselves actions like what Jason does in Friday the Teen Party. He knocks the camera out of your hands. Oh, yeah, he does, right? He does. Yeah, that would be cool. Like a POV kind of Blair Witch style Friday the 13th movie. Well, they were trying to do that. Kind of like Halloween Resurrection, huh? Pretty much. X11X says, good night. And another shout out to your brother. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, bro, for acknowledging my brother. Good night to you. Wicked Milk says, oh, like POV scenes. That would be sick. Apple Ricky says, okay, I'll do that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers collectors for another weekly episode of Horror Sundays. Today, episode 17, Easter live stream. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. Helps us out, really helps us out a lot in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. If you guys got any questions and stuff, share these videos and live streams with everyone you know so we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. What is it? Follow us on Instagram for more horror content. Link down in the description of this live. Also, if you want to leave a donation to the channel, Cash App link down in the description of this live stream as well. And I'll catch you guys on Horror Talk Wednesdays, all right? Catch y'all Wednesdays. Everyone take care. Apple Ricky says, peace out, dude. Ricky Milk says, good night, y'all. Take care, everyone. I'll see y'all Wednesday night. Peace out. Happy Easter, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening.